Hi, I did this video a while ago about my top 5 underrated kids films, but the quality was bad. And now that I have an iPhone and I see the quality is better than when it was on my laptop, then I'm gonna redo it. And I couldn't choose just 5. I chose 6. I mean, it's only one more, but I'm going to start. One of them isn't really like a kid's film, but I watched it when I was a kid, so I'm going to count it as one. But this is no order at all. But the first one is beautiful. This is the one that's not really like a kid's film, but I watched it a lot when I was a kid, so to me, it is like I consider it one. But it is so underrated. It's probably not that good. No one really, I mean, no one talks about it 'cause it's underrated, obviously, but it's probably not that good, really. But I love it so much. The storyline is kind of ridiculous, but kind of not, kind of. It's kind of one of those unbelievable stories that's not really that believable, but I love it anyway. And Minnie Driver sings "Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow," and even though her version isn't that great, it's still my favorite version. Like, because again, I grew up with this movie, so I've heard it so much that to me it's my favorite version of the song. And I mean, Amy Winehouse is pretty good too, but I think Minnie Driver's version of that song will always be my favorite because this is the place I first heard the song in the first place. So it's like that's what I think about when I hear the song is her singing it. But yes, I think everyone, I mean, you should probably give it a chance. It's pretty funny, and I like the message overall, but it's not, I mean, I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's one of my favorite movies of all time, but I know that a lot of people wouldn't like it because it's not like, I think it's one you have to like go up with in a way, but yeah, it's good. Um, Next is The Swan Princess. I've seen all of the Swan Princesses, like the original ones. I think they're like newer ones I haven't seen, I'm not going to see. But I love The Swan Princess. I saw these in the theater when they came out, and my favorite character is the frog, and he's hilarious. Um, him. He thinks he's a prince that's trapped in a frog's body, and it's so funny. Like, he's so hilarious. I think he's my favorite character in the whole thing. Gene Bob the Frog. Yeah, he's really funny. So I love this film, of course. Next is Hansel and Gretel. This was my favorite movie when I was in preschool and in kindergarten, I believe, like elementary years. I saw this so many times. I rented it on VHS because the VHS is really beautiful. Like the cover is really, really nice. It looks really cool. So I wanted to see it because the cover of the VHS was really cool. And then I got obsessed with it. And then like a few years ago, my mom bought it for me, and I've watched it so many times. Like since then, it's still like makes me happy. Like it's still one of my favorite movies, and I love it so much. And Gretel is one of my favorite heroines of all time. Like she's very subtle about everything, but to me she's very strong, especially for her age. Um, and yes, next is Milo and Otis. This one is probably controversial because there's a lot of like rumors that the animals aren't treated very well. But then, I don't know, but I love this movie so much. It does make me really happy, and it's one that not a lot of people talk about, but there are people who have seen it, and they're like, oh, it was really cute. But I love this movie. It's just like, it's so cute and sweet, and I've seen it so much, so yes. Next is Enchanted. when this came out, it was a big deal, kind of, and now it's kind of like died down. But I think they're making a sequel to it, and I don't know how I feel about that because so much time has passed. But this movie makes is a Disney movie that makes fun of Disney movies, and it's so clever the way that they do it, and they're pointing out all the flaws in the princess films and it's just so self-aware of itself and it's so great and the songs are amazing. So yes, and then the one that I sixth one that I put in here is the Buttercream Gang, and I was gonna put this in my fifth one, but then I realized like um I don't know, like I don't know if a lot of people would want to see it, but it's one of my favorite movies, and it's from a Christian thing, but it's not really like I'm not Christian, I'm not religious at all, and I still love this movie. And there are a lot of people who aren't religious at all, and they still love this movie because really it's like an adventure film with these guys. Well, not really adventure, it's like a friendship film, you know, like they're best friends and they just hang out and like he gets in trouble and trying to help him figure out who he is again. So it's kind of like a coming of age story, I guess you could say. So it's really not, it's not preachy. I mean, there's a minister in it because it's a Christian movie, but he's not preachy, he's not judgy. It's just like, it's just a really good movie in my opinion, and it taught me a lot of values and stuff that I still think about today. Like they're saying that you can't change someone if they don't want to change. All you can do is either love them or leave them alone. And that's all you can do. They're not gonna like listen to you, and that has stuck with me, and I've lived with that for a long time since then. So yeah, either like basically either accept them for who they are in the moment right now and support them, or don't be in their life but let them know that you're still there if they need you, you know, kind of thing. And then they can do with that as they want. So yeah, that is all for this. These are my top 5 or 6 underrated kids films. I think I have a very a different view on what kids films are, but yeah, that is all. Goodbye.